Whether you have a disability or an injury or not, exercise is really important to be just the best version of yourself. I would say that it becomes even more important after an injury like a spinal cord injury. Hi, my name is Jack Jansen and I'm an accredited exercise physiologist here at Making Strides. Depending on your level of injury and the severity of injury, your function and your independence is going to be affected to varying degrees. So to regain any function and independence that you've lost, or just to maximise your independence and your quality of life, becoming as functionally strong as you can is so impossible, because especially for people who rely on a wheelchair for ambulation after a spinal cord injury, having the strength to transfer yourself and propel the wheelchair is really important, let alone people injured higher who their arms are affected. The difference in the strength of their arms could mean feeding themselves or being fed by someone else. Spinal cord injuries come with a range of preventable secondary complications as well. Some of the common secondary complications we see that are preventable: skin breakdown, which are some of the most debilitating injuries post-spinal cord injury, is really common just from poor transfer technique or insufficient strength to clear surfaces, and that friction creates sores that progress. Exercise can definitely help prevent those types of injuries. Another one is bone mineral density, really common due to a hormonal cascade after an injury, as well as not being upright and resisting the effect of gravity when people do ambulate by a wheelchair. We see significant decreases in bone density in the hips and the lower body, which means that we've had clients, when they're just putting their foot up on their lap to get clothes on and get dressed, we've seen spiral fractures of the femur, which are also quite debilitating, very dangerous. Weight bearing and exercise can attenuate that loss of bone mineral density. Bowel and bladder function's affected also after a spinal cord injury, but also just the effect of being in the seated position and compressing the abdominal cavity slows down the movement of food through the GI tract. A big part of our program is assisting people to stand no matter the level of function they have in their lower limbs. We have a range of machines that can help get them upright. Current research says there's no limit to the benefit of being vertical and weight bearing and lengthening out the abdominal cavity and its potential benefit for bowel and bladder function. We've had dads come in who can't hug their children, and so our program is based around increasing the strength in their upper body to be able to put their arm around and contribute to a hug with their child. Lots of young guys who, in that stage of their life, their late teens, find it very difficult losing the independence to feed and drink themselves and toilet and shower. So our program is based around increasing their upper body strength sufficiently to maximise what they can do for themselves. Then we have some people lucky enough with some function in the lower body remaining, where our ultimate goal for those people is to help them walk as independently again in the community as we can. Exercise basically helps people to become the strongest, healthiest version of themselves after an injury.